What if I told you there is a secret shop inside of PSO2 NGS that you don't know about, as well as how to actually unlock it? Well, today, as I am recovering and got my anime boy here helping me doing such, I am going to be showing you how to get this shop unlocked because, welcome back to your #1 top for PSO2 NGS gameplay how-tos and all that jazz. And be sure to do thumbs up and subscribe. It will make me feel better, I hope. Be sure to do that. But nonetheless, before we hop into the guide, I do want to give a giant thank you to everybody that is supporting for November. Thank you, my dudes. And with that, let's discuss the secret shop. So to start off, this shop is of course tied to the brand new seasonal event that's happening right now inside of New Genesis, and of course it is tied to our brand new shopkeeper here. So once you go ahead and talk to her, you will of course see you only have the one shop available, which is of course the normal exchange shop to trade in seasonal point to get your hands on whatever item you want here. But there is a very much important shop here that she will be hiding, which is of course the main shop you want to get your hands on so you can get so many cosmetics inside New Genesis and weapon skins and so much more. So to go about unlocking this, there is some things we have to do. So let's go ahead and discuss exactly what quests you need to do to unlock this shop. So to start off, when you start this seasonal event, you will get notified to of course come and talk to the new shopkeeper. Once you talk to her, she will go ahead and send you out on a quest to attain some Greenealcite, which I'm probably butchering, but you need to collect 10 of these. And once you actually have them, you will go ahead and return to her to trade them in. And the Greenealcite look just like the item right here. And if you want to get your hands on it super fast and super easily, I highly recommend coming back to Central City and come on over to where I am standing right now, literally right outside the gate, and you will find more than enough here for you to actually mine to collect. You also have a chance of getting it from randomite as well. If you want to do it easy, this is the best way to do so. So once you have found some, just go ahead and break it. And as you can see, we just got 3 right there. So it doesn't take many of these to get that unlocked. And then once you trade them item in, you will unlock the net part of the quest chain, which is going to be tied to you collecting Autumnites. Once again, probably butchering all the names, but you need to collect 10 of these, and once you have 10 of them, you're going to go ahead and trade them back into as well. And from there, we will unlock the net quest, which is a core by attaining any more of the night. You need to collect 2 more and then trade them into her. And as far of how to get your hands on this, the most easier and most efficient way at the time of the video, you can of course, once again, you can find these, you can get them out origin quested, but to do it quickly, I highly recommend heading to Central City, head on into the tower, and on the left side, when you come in, you're going to talk to the dude behind the desk here, and take part in the limited time tasks. Or quests, I should say. So the limited quests will be available for the rest of the holiday event. And of course, as you take part in it, you will realize there is multiple rankings going from level 20 all the way up to level 60. So you can do that pretty early. And all you want to do is take part in a handful of time, probably 2 to 3, because you get so many of these materials so quickly. But once you do this a few times and you have your hands on the item, you will once again just trade them in. And then once that is all said and done, you trade in all the materials she asked for. Not only will you get like a little small story from her, but you will also of course unlock now your second exchange shop. So the secret shop will be available for you. And of course from here, once again, you can get your hands on a whole bunch of camos and stuff, such as some relic stuff and some items that was from a bait PSO that you can go ahead and use as skins. And there was like a whole bunch of decent stuff here, especially if you missed out on some of this back in base. But that's not it, because the other part of interest here is of course tied to some of the augment, especially some of the rank 4 augments here, as well of any more, I get combination weapon if you, or augment I should say, if you use multi-weapon, this is a good place to get your hands on some great augment for that as well, or maybe just to hold on to also sell what the seasonal event is up. But nonetheless, you can get a whole bunch of fantastic stuff here. The only thing is these are going to require you to have a certain material to trade in. So if you want to get your hands on any of the cosmetic for the camo, the weapons, of course you are going to need to trade in a whole bunch of Greenealcite. But the thing to keep in mind, you can also not only trade in Greenealcite in the case of the weapon, which will require you to have 45 of the material, but if you want to do it in smaller amount, you can trade in 3 Bluefullcite, or once again, however it's pronounced, which you can also trade in to get it any faster here. Just know the Bluefullcite stuff is a lot more harder to come by, a little more but if you set it on a whole bunch, you're going to be good. But with that being said, with like the Greenealcite for this, if you are out there farming, doing your origin quests and whatnot, you will get your hands on a decent amount of this stuff. And then when it comes to getting your hands on, of course, the augment, these will require the autumn ones, like the 2 variant, the common, and the more uncommon. And of course, these will require you to have 3 to 5, depending on what the material is, to trade in here. So once again, this is honestly not too bad. And if you do want to farm up to unlock all this stuff, once again, doing the limited time quest is a very ideal way to do that, especially for the augments. Doing it for the weapon might take a little more mining out in the open world while you are out there mining your randomite, which you should be, because randomite is great. Take advantage of randomite. But nonetheless, that is how you unlock the secret shop inside of PSO2 New Genesis, and hopefully you have found that helpful. And if so, make sure you do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the wonderful bells here on YouTube, and hopefully by the next video I will be out of my comfy red chill and little anime boy can go back to where he came from, and we will have a lot more energy. But for the time being, thank you for putting up with my sickness, and hopefully you have found that useful. And if you want to support the channel beyond all the bells and whistles, you can do so just like all the wonderful folks here that is supporting for November by of course hitting that wonderful join button below here on YouTube, or coming on over to patreon.com/Maconn, or subscribing over on my live streams that we are doing pretty much every day for the months of November over on twitch.tv/TroyMaconn. And I will have links below to all that. And for now, that's going to go ahead and do it for me. If you need me, I'm going to west up and hopefully be more peppy on the model. Wish me luck. And I will see you all in the comments.